Okay, folks, I'm on 23rd Ward right now. I just passed that office. I'm going to show you what's going on in this neighborhood over here. Four-season vehicle been parking over here illegally in the residential area. A van, four-season heating and cooling. He used to park right over here on Springfield 63rd Street, right where the black car is. But he got booed from here, and then he's changed the position over here and start parking over here on 43rd Place, right over there. I'm going to go around and show you. That's the van right there. So the 23rd Ward representative told me, he promised me that he's going to address this issue to the appropriate authority and see if we could take care of this issue. Because evidently the company or the driver doesn't listen. And they don't care. But the neighbors are complaining about because they don't have space to park. Yeah, you got a lot of space over here. Right, but sometimes it gets very crowded and these people don't have no business to park the vehicle when they're not doing any service. And they keep on parking the vehicle every day, every night, and on the weekend. So I'm going to see if this vehicle going to be here on Sundays though too. So I will record that as well in a moment. And then I'm going to show you another illegal business. People are repairing cars in the residential building. I'm going to show you that garage in a minute. Just bear with me. Okay, now we got it coming up over here. All right, here we got the four-season truck over here. Truck 180 all the time. Yeah, park every night over here. Same truck that we booted a few months back. But finally I'm getting some answer from the 23rd Ward. There are some rodents problems, disgusting issues the residents have issues with, and the 23rd Ward office not allowing me to go and speak on their behalf. Okay, here's the garage, it's open. Okay, this is the residence that's where the repair shop is. Right here, very clearly. You saw it. Okay. Okay, folks, so I see if I'm going to get some answers from 23rd Ward regarding this and many other issues goes on in 23rd Ward. Okay, folks, I'm sorry for this picture being dark, but you're going to see that a little better here. Anyway, this lady over here shows me the mailbox. She works for 23rd Ward. She gave me the finger couple times behind the glass doors when I try to get into the office, and I knock on the door and I tell them, I ring the intercom, and I couldn't hear nothing because there's a bus stop right next to it, and I could not communicate with them. That's what kind of response we get from this lady, particularly in the 23rd Ward. If the constituents want to address their concerns, that's what we get. Now, guess what? Sergeant Dennis Clipper was present on one occasion when I asked for the police assistance to let me into the office, public office, because I want to address some issues. And I tell him that this lady is giving me a finger behind the glass door a couple times. She threatened me criminally. And he turns around, wow, when she gives you a finger, that's expression. It's freedom of expression. I cannot give you the police report. This is sick. But anyway, I will address this further later. But in this moment, I want to share some other important information, what's going on in 23rd Ward. Okay, see, I left. This is another office of 23rd Ward. I knock on the door, person on inside won't open the door, so I had to leave my flyer, the red folder, in the mailbox. That's fine for the time being. Excuse me. So that's the kind of service we get from the public office in 23rd Ward when the residents, and I mentioned that before, want to address their issue. They're working. They don't go over there by themselves. They authorize me as their legal representative to on their behalf when they're working or when they're sick, when they don't have the time to address the issue with the 23rd Ward, for me to go there. And because they're not getting any responses back via email, phone calls, nothing. And they're working from 9 to 5, and the office closed after 5 o'clock. So how do you get help? If you know how to do it, give me any suggestion. Help us, please. We need the help desperately. Now, this person over here, I met with him again. I know him for a little bit, for a few months. He worked for 23rd Ward. Very nice person. I hope he's not getting too much pressure about us asking to help us. Finally, I was able to get into him, and he's working on some issues to address that properly to the older man, and perhaps maybe he will convince the Mrs. Tavares to start acting professionally and as a grown up, not only as a professional person, but as a grown up correctly. And I don't have no words, folks. But this guy, Mike, normally, he promised me that within 2 weeks, he will have some answer for me addressing those concerns of the neighbors. So we will wait and see. That's why I produced this video to help him as well, so he could have some hard evidence of what's going on. Now, my name is Jerry. I'm the watchdog in Chicago. You see that county, state, and federal license, local phone number, international phone number. If I need to prove anybody anything and show them my license and my corporation file number, I'll be more than happy to do that per request. So Watchdog is helping a lot of people. I'm Jerry, as I mentioned before. I'm 65 years young. I'm disabled. And after I became disabled 15 years ago, I decided that instead of dwelling on my disability, I should concentrate on the health and helping others, because people, the constituents and the residents of mine, helping me when I have some physical difficulties and so forth. They help me. So there's one way to repay it. So I started this corporation, Watchdog Group, and I hope I will put a dent in the world. I know I'm not going to change the world, but I'm going to put a dent in it. Now, not only the government issues and local concerns, social concerns I have, but I also work with disabled people, senior citizens. See my local phone number, you see the legal symbol on the left, and Polish single and eagle on the right, because I'm from Eastern Europe. I came over to the United States, to Chicago, 45 years ago, plus, and I'm very familiar with what's going on in Eastern Europe. And me being federal transportation broker for many years, I'm familiar with issues all over the United States. But I mainly try to concentrate on my own neighborhood, Archer Heights, and the ward that I mentioned, 23rd Ward, 14th Ward, 22nd Ward. 14th Ward does excellent work, excellent job for their constituents, and I live in that ward. One of my property is in that ward, but I have a property in 23rd Ward. That's where we get into issues. But anyway, disabled people, you're talking about disabled people. This fellow over here is fighting for his life. He lives not too far. He lives not too far away from me. He's looking for kidney transplant. He's got a lot of health issues besides the kidney. He's on dialysis 3-4 times a week, maybe more than that. He does that mostly at home, and he is in and out of the hospital about 3 times a week. You see his dialysis supplies down his basement. He only goes over there once in a while. His wife helps him out. She's got health issues. So the guy desperately needs kidney to face other challenges and make his life better. He's 50 years young. I remember when he was born, he went to the same school as my son did. Tremendous people. He needs help. So if you know anybody could help, please let me know. Now, also, besides disabled people, as I mentioned before, I'm 65 years young. I'm disabled. I'm a senior citizen. I'm helping also a lot of other folks in different areas. I mean, medical fields, hospitals, clinics, and things like that. Legal, as I mentioned, investment, money, fraud stuff. Polish symbol, you see, I already mentioned that. I came from Eastern Europe, so I'm pretty familiar with that area. Government, well, I done business with all sorts of level, whether it's city or state or federal level government issues. So I have a quite a bit knowledge of what's going on over there too. And medical symbol again. And someone will say, well, there's no free help. Well, yes, there's no free lunch. You got to pay for your lunch. But nonetheless, anything that I do, any suggestion that I give you, and any referrals or uh, advice that I can give you, it's free. So please contact me. And if you have any Chicago news, please contact me as well, because I do listen and I learn from it and I pass the information up. Don't give me the news that we hear on the TV. Don't give me the news you hear on the radio or papers. No, I'm talking about what's going on in your neighborhood. What would you like to share? What would you like to make the difference and so forth? I will see if myself or the people that I'm affiliated with, we could get help and we could make the difference and make our life improve and better for everybody. So please don't hesitate. Look me up on my website, watchdoggroup.us. Check that website out. You have a lot of information there. And I'm also on those platforms that you see in the bottom. So you have a plenty of ways of contacting me. I will talk about that in a moment or two. But see, I think I already mentioned that we, myself and a lot of my neighbors and you guys facing a lot of issues, local issues, state issues, federal issues, government problems in Chicago, all over the United States and other parts in the world. I work with people in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Japan, Nigeria, Africa, Eastern Europe. You probably wonder, hey, what this guy's talking about? I mean, he's talking to so many different places. Yeah, because, I have 45 plus years knowledge and experience working with people. And, I do have the access to a lot of information and a lot of resources that you people will find very interested and very helpful in many different ways. So don't hesitate. Look me up. Again, you see my link of Watchdog Group to my website. And you see, social crisis in Chicago, prostitution, trains, railroad tracks, vibration issues about airplanes, darkness. Oh my God, we got everything in here. And I'm sure some of you live in very similar cities. But our government, it's slacking off. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of them, it's slacking off and burning our money like there was no tomorrow. And we're going to try to put a stop to it. Now, how we could do it? Excuse me, I'm working on it. And would you help in what I know, with my knowledge and experience, with you guys' knowledge and experience, I'm sure we could do it. And guess what? The next one is coming up. I'm going to show you something very interesting, very serious information. Here we go. Okay, my friends, you see those two skeletons? That's exactly what's sitting in the closets of our local government, state government, Chicago agencies, different businesses, your neighbors perhaps, your friends. So, Watchdog is on the journey to get them out of the closet and have a maybe meeting with them. Tell them that their place is not on the closet, costs too much money. The place is in a graveyard. Anyway, and this beautiful fat cow, I call her fat cow. She's gorgeous doing it. But I tell you one thing, again, with you help, my help, with all of us, when we stand together, this lovely cow is gone. And you see this lovely fat cow, she's going to go on diet. Would you help? My help? Together we stand. We're going to send that beautiful fat cow on the diet. Now, here she is posing again. And you know how we could do that? You call me at this number above her beautiful face, beautiful pinky nose. Or you could go on my other channel, Life in Chicago with Jerry. You could contact me there. And let's see if we could get that cow on diet. So, folks, you see, you know what's going on. You hear your voices and you hear the voices of your neighbors, your friends. What's happening not only in Chicago, not only in the United States, but in the place else. So share it. Share it. Let's do something about it. You know, talking is the one thing, but doing is another. And but obviously we got to start someplace, so we got to talk about it and see what we could do. Anyway, folks, I want to introduce myself to you guys on this upcoming picture. I was in front of Richard Daly Center uh, when the city government meeting ended at City Hall, Chicago. I saw the pedestrian walking by over here, and I said, "Well," I stopped and I asked the person to make a picture for me. So I have something to show you guys. Anyway, this guy on the right, he's my executive director from Pakistan. He is very well educated, university degrees, and he's helping me with a lot of technical issues and also with all my channels. I got 3 of them so far. The global channel I started about maybe a month ago. This one here, that's Watchdog Group channel. That's my second channel. So anything you guys want to see, or you have any suggestions, you got any comments, please contact us. Let us know how we could do better. How can we help each other and do a great job. In the end, I want to thank you guys for overwhelming support by subscribing to my YouTube channels. It's a, really overwhelming support that I've been receiving, not only in life in Chicago with Jerry, but on this channel and the other channel just started. For those folks who haven't had a chance yet, look at and see, that's what I'm bilingual. Sometimes I'm lost for words. I never went to school. I self-educate myself. That's why I have sometimes a little problem. But anyway, I want to thank you again by subscribing. And those who, I start saying, those who haven't had a chance, please do that, because you're going to find and do explore my channel and all 3 of them. You can see a lot of information. And if you have any suggestion, as I mentioned before, contact us. Let us know how can we make our, again, life better, more successful. Let's not just talk about it. Let's do something about it. Now, the way you can contact me is on this platforms over here. You obviously on a YouTube. Thank you. But the next one, I'm very active. It's a Facebook. And then you got a nextdoor.com. Very nice platform. Some of you familiar probably with that. The domestic platform, unfortunately, for now. But there's a lot of people going on that platform seeking information, seeking answer to their question. There are people who are offering answers and also they're asking questions, as you guys are. Young people, older people, senior citizens, successful people, different religion people, different politicians, with all different background. Very interesting platform. So I suggest that you guys go on it and check it out if you haven't had a chance yet. Anyway, and you see my picture in the middle. You see my name, Jerry Zmankowski, that's me. Watchdog Group, that's my corporation. My local phone number, my email address, and you see me holding my friend, companion, Cody. I had him for 14 years. He was a knucklehead, but I love him. I miss him a lot. I lost him 4 years ago. A car in front of my house hit him, and the person just keep on driving. And my neighbors came to my house and say, "Hey, Jerry, Cody just got out and got killed. He's on the street." I was devastated. I didn't know what to do, but life goes on. Okay, folks, well, get in touch with me. It's extremely important, not only for me, but I think you could do a tremendous job for you, your loved ones, and your neighbors.